And the San Francisco Giants make a big splash at the MLB winter meetings as we have acquired 21-year-old shortstop Will Wilson from the Los Angeles Angels and infielder Zach Cozart. In exchange, the Giants will be sending a player to be named later, and they are sending the Angels $12 million. So the Giants are going to be taking on the remainder of Zach Cozart's contract. Now, that is the price the Giants are paying to acquire the services of Will Wilson. This is a huge pickup. I absolutely love this move from Farhan Zaidi. He continues to make brilliant moves, and Will Wilson was a guy that the Giants considered taking with their 10th overall draft pick, which of course they ended up using on Hunter Bishop, and then Will Wilson ended up going 15th in the draft. So if we look at how he did in his first professional season, in 46 minor league games, he hit .275 with 5 home runs and 18 RBIs. So although be it a small sample size, Will Wilson, he is going to play second base and shortstop for the Giants in 2020. So Farhan is continuing to rebuild this Giants franchise, and I am loving the moves he is making. Farhan is trying to build a team that is going to be successful, not just in the, next couple years, but we're talking about a team that is going to be competitive for the next foreseeable decade and deep into the future. So it's moves like this that get you in that direction. You want to build a nice nucleus of prospects, and Will Wilson, man, what a move. In college, guys, he had a breakout season his last year, hitting .339 with 16 home runs and 57 RBIs. He did that at North Carolina State. So some very impressive numbers there. And look for him, of course, we know the Giants have Mauricio Dubon, who is likely to command that starting job at second base. But if we look at Will Wilson, still very young, I think what could potentially happen in the future, we could see him taking over the everyday job at shortstop. So that probably means essentially that we might be seeing Brandon Crawford maybe for the next couple years. And after that, I mean, who knows? So, Crawford, he is going to have to make some adjustments. Of course, we know his hitting hasn't, it kind of regressed last year. The defense has always been there for Brandon Crawford. But again, you paid him to a big contract and you're paying him like $15 million. And Crawford, hitting .228, obviously not the best. So, that'll be an interesting story going into next season, because usually you always want to play the hot hand. And if Will Wilson impresses down in the minor leagues, you definitely could potentially see a call-up. And if Will Wilson shines, then, man, give the man a starting job, because he could be a potential breakout star for your San Francisco Giants. So looking at the perspective of this deal from Zach Cozart perspective, acquiring Zach Cozart, that is what the Giants essentially had to do in order to get this deal. So, I mean, they had to pay the money because the Angels, they're trying to move salary because they're trying to go after some big name free agents. And so Zach Cozart, 34 years old. 2 years ago, he was an all-star, but injuries have really hampered his career of late. He only played in 38 games last season, hitting a .124. But 2 years ago, Zach Cozart, in an all-star season, guys, he hit a whopping .297 with 24 home runs and 63 RBIs. So the production is definitely there, and the Giants will take Zach Cozart into spring training, see what he has, in what ways he can help the team out, and then the Giants will go on from there. But yes, the big story is Will Wilson acquiring him. Another brilliant move from Farhan Zaidi. And, another big thing with what the Giants have been doing is that with the Giants being able to move a lot of salary, you know, the Mark Melancon trade was an absolute big deal that Farhan Zaidi made at this past year's trading deadline. To move the salary from Mark Melancon, that was able to give the Giants some extra cash and afforded them to be able to make a deal like this, because you can argue only having to pay like $12.7 million, which is what the Giants did, paying that type of money and acquiring the services of a #1 draft pick. I mean, if you ask me, that is a heck of a trade and a heck of a steal for Farhan Zaidi. It's a deal that works for both sides. Like we said, the Angels, they're trying to go after a big name free agent. The Giants, of course, are trying to rebuild and retool, restock that farm system to an elite level that can be able to propel the Giants into playoff contention, not just in the foreseeable next couple years, but the next decade and deep into the future. And so guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, this analysis of the big trade acquiring Will Wilson and 34-year-old infielder Zach Cozart from the Los Angeles Angels in exchange for a player to be named later and $12.7 million. If you made it all the way through, guys, then be sure to smash up that like button and smash that subscriber button and smash that bell button if you would like to be notified when brand new San Francisco Giants videos are coming your way. We'll be coming to you guys live with all the latest breaking news, free agent signings, and all the big news going around the game of baseball. And I want to take this time now to thank all of you guys for watching my videos. I honestly would not be here without all of you. The support means everything to me, and I love interacting with you guys down in that comment section. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this trade. I absolutely love the move. I would love to hear your guys' perspective, and how great of a talent do you think Will Wilson can project out to be into the future? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, and as always, until next time, I will see you guys again. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.